Assalamu alaikum. This video today is on finding the missing angle from the arc length. And from previous videos that we have had, we know that the arc length is the same as theta, the formula for it, sorry, is theta over 360 degrees times 2 pi r. And theta being the angle that is formed over here in this part. Okay, so this time in this particular situation we have the arc length. So where arc length is, we are going to substitute in the value 3.5 centimeters. We don't have the value for theta, so we leave it as it is, over 360 times 2 times pi. I'm going to leave this, the value pi, in terms of the letter pi, and the radius is 5 centimeters. So I'm going to multiply this. So first I'll leave it in terms of pi, and then we will simplify it into decimal places. So I'm going to multiply the 2 and the 5, so that'll give me theta over 360 times 10 pi, and 3.5 is over here. Now in order to get pi on its own, sorry, theta on its own on the right hand side, I need to get rid of 10 pi, and then I need to get rid of 360. So since I'm multiplying on the right hand side by 10 pi, in order to get rid of it, I would divide by 10 pi. And in order to maintain the balance, I'd divide 3.5 by 10 pi as well. So now I would be left with this situation once that's happened. Theta over 360 is equal to 3.5 over 10 pi. In order to get theta on its own, I need to get rid of the 360. Since I'm dividing theta by 360, in order to get rid of it, I need to do the opposite, which is multiply by 360. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So multiply this by 360 as well. So then I would be left with, ooh, it's a bit tight. Let's see if I can fit this in. 360 times 3.5. Let's see if I can work that out. 360 times 3.5 is 1260. So that is 1260 over 10 pi. And if I divide both sides by 10, it can be simplified to 126 over pi. So divide both sides by 10, divide that by 10, and divide that by 10. So what I'm going to do, since I've run out of space on in the middle, I'm just going to draw this line here and continue on the right hand side. So my value for theta in terms of pi would be 126 over pi. And so if the question asks me to leave this value in terms of pi, then this would be my answer. But however, if I was to find the full decimal answer, then I would go ahead and divide it by the value of pi, which is 3.142 and so on, and it carries on. So it will be 126 over the value of pi, and I'm going to use the full value of pi. So I'm just going to leave some dots. I'm using a calculator for this, and that would give me the value of 40.11 to 2 decimal places. So theta would be 40.11 degrees to 2 decimal places. And that's how you find a missing angle when the arc length is given.